Welcome to Off Air with Jason and Alicia. Did you have a good 4th?
I did, because Taylor Swift got married. It was a highlight of my weekend.
You went to the wedding.
Yeah, I was there. No, I'm kidding.
Tell me all about it.
No, I wasn't there. I didn't care about any of that stuff.
Did you see the celebrity list or just alleged celebrities that went to it?
No, I didn't see.
Oh my gosh.
I did not.
She invited everybody.
I did not pay attention to one aspect. Happy for her and Travis. Happy that they got married.
If you got an invite in the mail, would you have gone?
Would I have gone? I would have to really think about it.
No.
Yeah, why would I?
I would go.
Okay.
Just to see all the celebs.
Who was there?
All of them.
Just
Paul Rudd. Love Paul Rudd.
Okay.
Colbert.
Okay.
I'm trying to. You put me on the spot. There was just many.
You're like, there's so many celebrities.
So many.
Name them.
Bradley Cooper. Gigi Hadid. They're dating. Emma Stone.
Okay. There's somebody I know. Emma Stone. She's great.
You don't know Bradley Cooper?
I know
Okay.
Bradley Cooper too.
Anyway,
Yeah.
I would have totally gone. I don't know what I would have got as a gift.
Or what you would have worn. Like, what would you have worn to Taylor
This.
Swift?
This.
It would have turned you away at the door. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, no, I don't know what to give as a gift or a outfit choice.
I'm not a good wedding gift giver. That's not my thing. Just give him a card or like
A money. You always use
money.
cash.
Give him a money.
Give him a money. Money, please.
I'll take one money, please.
One coin. One shekel. Yeah, you're not a good wedding gift giver?
No, I'm not.
Like, are you cheap?
Maybe.
I kind of low-key think you might be.
Well, if I
Frugal.
am, I get it from my dad. Gladstone.
Wow,
Hackett
and
is-
here we go. Can we cue the tiny violin?
We
Does
can
that-
we
put
can
it
add
in?
that in post. Yeah, he's,
there it is. Okay.
My dad was the type, like, we kept the air conditioner at like 79 degrees in the house. Like, he would turn off all the lights. Like, if you left a room, you had to turn off the light.
Oh, well, you should. That's
Yeah, I know. I'm
wasting
conserving energy. I know. Whatever. Save the planet. But he was just really very, very cheap. He still is. So his nickname is Penny. I don't know why.
Is that why?
Well, I as a kid, I remember asking my mom, Mom, do they call Dad Penny because he's cheap?
And she, like, is that? What did she say?
No, she's like, no, but she never told me
But
the
she
reason
probably,
why.
like, chuckled.
She chuckled, but in my head, he's called Penny because he's cheap.
Okay. Interesting.
Love
so
you, Dad.
get that from
you
him.
You are the best. But yeah, I get my cheapness from him. I won't spend. It's hard for me to spend a lot of money on things. I don't buy things. I'm not a material person. I've had the same ragged
That
jacket
same sweater.
for like how many years now? Like 5 years now.
It's fine, though. No
Yeah.
waste.
Mm-hmm.
I'm frugal, but I wouldn't say I'm cheap. I will be generous.
Yeah.
When it's
You'll
time.
spend money on things that are worth spending money on, but you're not
Yes,
going to go out.
but I'm
on,
not
like,
gonna, like, go-
on a shopping spree.
And I'd rather spend money on other people than myself.
I agree with that. I'd rather buy things for other people. We're both very altruistic, humble, wonderful people.
Yes, we are. So, yes, we will be invited to Taylor's next wedding.
Because you know there's going to be one. I'm kidding.
Oh, my
kidding.
gosh.
I'm kidding.
Doom and gloom?
I'm
They've been
kidding.
married 1 hour.
No, they're going to be fine. Like, I think she's finally found the one.
We wish her all the best. You know, Selena Gomez was one of her bridesmaids.
You were one of her bridesmaids.
I was one of her bridesmaids. I
If
gave
you
a speech
didn't know,
and everything.
Alicia looks like Selena Gomez, so. I mean, look at this. Come on.
I'm like her older sister that aged poorly and sat in the sun too long.
Stop it.
Kidding. Selena's a beautiful lady.
Yes,
Thank you for
and
that.
you were also a beautiful lady.
Wow.
A beautiful,
I'm
humble,
clutching my pearls
altruistic
that I'm not wearing. Speaking of things I'm not wearing, this shirt. Show and tell time. So this morning was a doozy. I've been off for a few days, celebrated the 4th. My kid had no childcare all week, so I was off hanging out with him, went to the zoo, fun things. But anyway, I had to get my life back in order, back to work, back to reality.
Back to life, back to reality.
And this morning, this is what I was wearing, and I spilt my makeup, my contour stick fell down, like it broke off on my forehead. Do you know what a contour stick is?
Sure.
No, it's just like there's darkening and highlighting. So you like put it in the spots that need shading, like foreheads and cheekbones, and then you highlight your cheeks and like T-zone. Anyway, my contour stick broke off on my head and it fell down my top. And I'll show you the spot. And I was like tempted. Can you see that? We'll just do a zoom in. See the brown? It got all over, and I scrubbed. Can you kind of see that? It's whatever.
Yeah, we'll zoom in.
So I scrubbed and scrubbed and scrubbed, and I couldn't get out. Then it just looked like a nasty, like,
Brown
diaper
stain.
explosion down my top. And I was freaking out because my car's emptied out because I cleaned it out from over the weekend. I usually have a backup outfit.
Right.
It's 4 a.m. and I'm like, tick-tock, tick-tock. I got to be on air in an hour.
Show starting. We got to go.
So I freaked out, and I put on this dress. This is not mine.
So
This is...
just for the record, in the women's dressing room, there are like
There's
bunch
a ton
of
of dresses. But they're it's people's clothes that they've left here on purpose. Yeah. I don't have any in there because I brought them all home. Anywho, I picked one at random. I'm like, this looks like it might fit me. And I was wearing it this morning, and guess who texts Courtney? Julia Daniels. Love you, Julia. She does sports here at KARE 11. She is so sweet because I've done this before when I forgot an outfit change. And I quickly grabbed one off the rack because we were shooting a promotional commercial.
Right.
And so I put it on, and I'm like, I have to figure out whose this is because this commercial is going to run all the time. And that person's going to be like, Alicia's just in my dress and never even asked permission.
I can't imagine her looking up. She was somewhere this morning.
She was, I think, at K-Fan or doing something, yeah.
And I imagine she's like probably waiting for her hit on the radio, and she looks up at the monitor, and she's watching all the stations do their thing in the morning, and she's like, wait a minute. Is Alicia wearing my dress?
I just feel so like the shame of me stealing a dress, wearing it on air like it's mine, and it's nice. Thank you, Julia.
It does fit you well. You got so many compliments this morning.
I did.
Like, oh my
I got
god,
an
Cece
email.
was like, oh my god, that dress. that one
got
viewer
a creepy email.
That one viewer was like, oh, you look great in that dress. Send me a picture.
That's what it said.
It really did say
and then
that.
I did. No, I'm just kidding. I did. That was a real email. I'm like, Jason, look at this. And then it's not even my dress.
No, it's not.
It's Julia's. Anywho, so thank you, Julia.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to get it cleaned, bring it back, good as new.
Yeah. No.
But this happens often to me, and I need to figure out my life.
I'm glad there are backup dresses in there, but at the same time, yes, you need to stop wearing other people's dresses.
You know what made me feel better? When she said that Morgan and Julie Nelson have borrowed her dresses.
Yeah, it's a thing.
So
yeah,
I was like, okay.
I feel like it's not as easy for men. So
wait, you can just like put a tie or a big blazer on.
You can put a tie, but like if a blazer doesn't fit you properly, then you can tell it's not your blazer. One day I forgot my blazer completely at home. Just forgot it. Came here to the station, put on my makeup, and I was like, oh snap, I don't have my blazer. I think it was Cindy, one of our producers here, that was like, oh, there's a whole closet full of blazers like hidden somewhere in the hallway there. And so I went in there and I picked one out. Turns out it was Gordon Severson's. I don't know if I ever told Gordon.
Know?
I don't think I ever told Gordon that I borrowed his jacket. But I needed something to put on that morning because I can't go on just like
you could
shirt and tie.
Ben is a shirt and tie guy.
I'm not Steve Kornacki. I can't just pull that off. I'll never be Steve Kornacki. I needed something to cover up. So yeah, I borrowed it, and it was a little bit short on the sleeves, but it fit for the most part, and I think it looked pretty good. And they ended up using it, a shot of it, in like a promo that we ran.
Great. And then so Gordon doesn't know you stole.
I don't know if Gordon knows that I stole his jacket. So Gordon, thank you for being fashionable and allowing me to wear one of your jackets without you knowing.
I wasn't going to say anything this time around either. So the last time around when I did steal said dress, I sent out an email to people who, like, the women of the newsroom. And I'm like, I'm so sorry I wore someone's dress. You'll see it in a promo. But this time I was like, I was like, I'm not doing that again.
Right.
Because they won't know.
Yeah.
But literally within seconds, she texted. I was like, oh my God, she's watching.
They're going to know.
Oh, they're going to know. So,
it's fine. We're all a family here. Like, for example, right now I'm wearing Paul Majors' pants.
I'm wearing his underwear. Paul Majors' pants.
he's just watching
enjoying
now.
retirement. You know what? He would laugh at that. You and him would have. He is so funny. I'm talking like he's not. He's so
still
funny.
With us, everyone.
He was so funny to watch though growing up.
Yeah, I've heard so much
his sense of humor.
So many good things about him.
Ours, I would say.
He seems like he's a really good dude, and I'm not actually wearing his pants.
And same. I'm gonna again bring this and watch it, and I'll bring it back. That's the only thing that besides like pencils and stuff that I've stolen from work or borrowed.
Okay, well let's not get back into that discussion about you stealing from work again.
No, I know people are like, "What is wrong with this woman?"
Don't want to go down that path. How was your 4th, by the way?
I got a 2nd-degree burn.
This just
I had one right here. I don't know what degree that is.
Better.
This is from a grill. I was on breakfast duty, which I love to cook for people. It's my happy place.
Yes. It's one of your love languages.
It really is. And so I have another one from last weekend. It's this big black stone. I love the black stone. But like if I reach for something and it just so happens to like touch the corners, it's so hot. It's just like a hot stone.
What were you reaching for that you're
my like food, or because I have 2 trays of food, and so I had like hash browns, eggs, I had spices and all the things, all the accoutrements that you need. And so it's just like reaching for something, and it just like barely touched, and I was like, ow.
Did you hear the sizzle of your skin?
Yeah, it's so quickly, and it's like gross. And then this one was also just like a quick, like it just touched ever so quickly, and it hurt. And then this one was an unfortunate firework mishap.
Oh.
I was lighting the fuse of a firework. It was so windy, and I lit it, and the fuse went off like right there, and it's bubbled.
Oh, you could see
it's
how, like when you turn it to
burn.
the side, you could see that it's raised.
Isn't that gross?
Oh my gosh. Okay.
So I was teaching my kids what not to do, but it was hard because I still like when you light a fuse like sparks up.
Yeah.
Normally it's up, but again, it was so windy,
turn to the
which
side.
we shouldn't be doing fireworks in the wind. I don't know. But like many people who probably also got a firework burn, I don't know.
Yeah.
I love fireworks though. I love shooting them off. I probably spent like $250 on fireworks.
That is crazy. And they're not like none of them were.
They were from Wisconsin. I got them in Minnesota.
Yeah,
in a tent, like one of those tents. But my son gets so excited. He's like, "Let's try these turtles and let's try SpongeBob." And I loved 4th of July growing up, doing fireworks with my older brother.
Yeah,
like we always did it safe and getting snakes and like little snaps. They have adult snaps now. That will like snap your toe off.
Adult snap, like the
little white things that you snap. They
have
have kid ones, like pew, pew. And then there's adult ones where they're like, pow!
And they just explode.
They
There's a larger explosion.
Explode off.
That sounds
limbs.
terrible. I don't.
No, they're so loud though. I almost bought those, and I'm like, realistically, I might lose an eye.
So
I don't trust myself.
Here in the Midwest, did kids bring those to school?
No, never. I'm
Yeah.
sure some kids did, but no.
Down in Miami, kids would bring those to school all the time and like just pop them.
Well, nowadays that would be terrifying.
Yeah, back then when we were in a different kind of climate, like it was fun and like
bringing fireworks to school.
Yeah,
I'm sure. Yeah,
now not so much. But yeah, that was I've always hated those things. I just hate the sound they make. I hate the explosions. I just not a fan.
Yeah, those are, and they leave little little paper everywhere.
Exactly.
We did the sparklers too. I had a batch of sparklers. Not a single one worked.
The whole
pack.
box?
I was sad
gosh.
about that. But other than that, it went off. And this blister, everything went smooth.
You always have a reminder.
And Remy had so much fun. All the little kids were like, this is so exciting.
Fireworks are all for the kids. Like me, if you pop a firework past 11 o'clock, you're a terrible person.
Oh my goodness. So many people still do. This whole week will still be like, oh yeah, okay, fireworks.
I'm going to wake up to one popping off at 1 o'clock in the morning, and it's going to be very annoying.
Very annoying. Well, that's the 4th, baby. Mm-hmm. That's a wrap.
Yes. Heal up, please.
Thank you.
Don't want to see you so injured.
I'm going to go wash this outfit.
Please do. We'll see you, everybody.